What's going on YouTube? Zap here, and what you're watching is me playing some Killzone Shadowfall. I'm playing Classic Warzone 7v7 on the map The Park, and I was putting in some serious work. I was playing that support role perfectly, playing them spawn beacons, um, reviving my teammates, the whole nine. So I was putting in work in this video, so hopefully you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay that's right in front of you. Now today I want to talk about my experience with the PS4 and give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions on the PS4, as I've had it for a little over a week now, and I think that I've delved in a little bit of the features enough so that I can actually, talk about it. First and foremost, I want to talk about the actual design of the PS4. The design of the PS4 is like a sharper, more sleek version of the uh, PS3, but it looks like, if you think about it, it looks more like a second generation PS2 as well. So it's kind of a mix between a PS3 and a PS2 as far as design goes, and it looks very violent. Like it leans to the side, and the corners are looking really sharp, and it looks really good. It looks really nice on your entertainment center. It definitely doesn't look like a gaming console. But at the same time, it doesn't look like anything that you have on there already. It doesn't look like a cable box. It doesn't look like any of your other consoles um, from other companies and whatever. So the PS4 does indeed stand out, despite it being in just the jet black color scheme at the moment. So the overall design of the PS4 is nice. As for the sounds of the PS4, like people have said that the PS4 sounds very, very loud, and I couldn't disagree with you more. Maybe it's just my PS4, because I've heard other people's PS4s in the background, and they do make sounds. They do make noise. I've watched videos of other people's PlayStation 4s making tons of noise, like the fan is just going apeshit in there. But my PS4 does not make any noise at all. Right now, I'm recording this commentary using a snowball microphone, which would indeed pick up the sounds. This damn snowball mic picks up just about everything going on in my house, and it doesn't pick up my PS4 at all, ever. And I don't know if it's the fact that I've gotten my PS4 like about a month after the PS4 came out, like almost a month later, but it just doesn't make any noise. So that's just my honest opinion. And right now my PS4 is on, and you guys aren't picking up anything in the background, so that's pretty good. Now, let's talk about the features of the PS4, right? The PS4 does indeed have voice commands and voice interaction, okay? Now, it's not as detailed as, let's say, the Kinect, but basic commands like, PlayStation home screen, and just like that, it took me to the home screen. Like, you guys can't see it, but I was in the Killzone Shadowfall menus, and it picked up on my voice, and it took me to the home screen. I I have another Bluetooth mic, or it's not Bluetooth, but a Snowball mic plugged into my PS4, and it picked up my voice, so it took me back to the home screen. And you can say stuff like PlayStation, Killzone Shadowfall, and then from there say start, and it'll start Killzone Shadowfall. And you can do that with all the other games and applications on your home screen. You can also say, PlayStation Power, and then you can say, turn it off or whatever the case is. So it does have voice commands. It doesn't have the whole in-depth interaction with the Kinect, but it's still pretty good. I personally wouldn't use it. I don't really have a need to use it because I already have the controller in my hand, and I can turn it off with my hand and the controller. So I don't know. Maybe this is just for those who actually have the camera. I don't have the camera. I'm just using an external mic source to operate it. Now, I want to talk about the remote play with the PlayStation Vita. Now, this was one of the reasons why I was excited about me being a Vita owner. I was like, yeah, I can freaking dual screen with my Vita. So let's say I'm playing Killzone Shadowfall, and I wanna watch something on TV. Let's say The Walking Dead is about to come on in like 10 minutes, but I don't want to stop playing the Killzone campaign because I'm almost at the end of it. So I can set up my Vita, sync my Vita up to my PlayStation 4, and I can pretty much use it like the Wii U gamepad and play Killzone Shadowfall on my PlayStation Vita, freeing up the TV so I can watch The Walking Dead. It works really well. Frame rate does take a little bit of a hit, and the control scheme with the Vita does change because there are less buttons on the Vita than there are on the DualShock 4. So you have to accommodate for that lack of buttons by using the touchpad in the back of the Vita, which is a little bit cumbersome and it overall sucks. Like the control scheme for Killzone Shadowfall anyway sucks. Playing Resogun on the Vita is amazing. It works very well because it doesn't really need a whole lot of buttons. But I can already see in the future games where multiple, buttons, L1, L2, R1, R2, and things of that nature, and being able to click the analog sticks down in order to do certain functions in a game are needed. The lack of that option with the Vita is going to be a little bit of a problem. But overall, it works well. It's very ambitious, but it's just lacking right now. But hopefully, more developers actually make their games and consider the Vita as being a part of that, rather than it just being a secondary thing. Let's talk about some of the other features that are on the Vita, like not Vita, excuse me. Whoops. Let's talk about some of the other features of the PS4, and that is the Live from PlayStation feature. Now, Live from PlayStation allows you to view all other streams, because as we all know now, the PS4 is capable of streaming on Twitch TV as well as Ustream. Now, with Live from PlayStation, you can actually view all these other people's streams, engage and chat with them if you have an account with Twitch TV or Ustream. So you can sit there and chat it up with these people, get to know them, send each other friend requests. It's a very, very good and productive way of being social with other users and other players of the PlayStation 4 who have like-minded sense in games, in a sense, a taste in games that you do. So Live from PlayStation is a good way to interact with other people on PlayStation 4 and PSN. Now you can also broadcast your own gameplays from your PS4 just by simply pressing the share button while you're in game. Press the share button on your controller. Have your Twitch TV or Ustream account already logged into your PS4, and then instantly start the broadcast. Now the quality of this is not really the best. It's definitely not the best. It tends to pixelate. But depending on your connection speed and your connection to, Twitch's servers or Ustream servers, the quality can actually be pretty good. You can actually play it in either windowed mode, which will allow you to see your game on your TV, but also see the comments that people are posting as well on the TV. So it kind of minimizes the game screen, but you can actually see the comments that people are posting up as they post them. Or you can have it in full window mode, just like normal on your TV, with like Twitch TV open on your computer or something on the side so you can watch the comments. So Live from PlayStation, it could use a little bit of tweaking, maybe better quality options, something like that, to help streamline the experience for everybody else out there. But it's good to see that this feature is being utilized very well, and it's working out amazing. Let's talk about the party chat feature. Now, the party chat feature on PSN is actually a lot better. It's a lot better than what I thought it would be. It's on par with the Xbox Live party chat system. Let's say that. Voice audio with the headsets is a lot clearer. Even with the one earbud, the mono earbud that comes with the PS4, the voice quality on that thing is actually amazing. And I didn't really use anything else but that earbud up until the past week, where I finally connected my Turtle Beach P11s to my PS4. So yeah, the earbud quality for the default headset is really good. Also, voice feedback is a lot more clear, so we don't have to worry about everybody sounding like they're talking through their Kinect or something like that in the headsets like it was in the PS3 days. So But yeah, the party chat system is very easy to use, uh, in and out. Very good function. You can make it private. Like I said, it's just on par with Xbox 360 and Xbox Live's party chat system. You know, so friends list handling. You can have up to 2,000 friends on your friends list. That is freaking retarded. It's good for those of you who are like YouTubers and you're very popular and you're trying to add as many people as you possibly can, be real social with your friends and your subscribers and all this stuff. But that's not me. Okay, I don't really have a lot of people sending me friend requests on a regular basis. I don't really have that big of a fan base, and having 2,000 friends is a little bit more than I want. A lot more than I want. I barely can keep up with 50 friends. And even out of those 50, I only tend to play with like 10 or 15 of them. So, I don't know. It just seems a little bit extra. But having 2,000 friends, depending on who you are, can be a great thing. So, there you go. By default, notifications don't really pop up on screen when someone gets online. You have to be receiving a message from them in order to really know that they're online, or unless you happen to pull up the guide menu, the home screen, and look on your friends list to see. I kind of wish that there would be some sort of notification that popped up, like at the bottom of the screen, a small notification with a little bit of a chime or sound that lets me know when someone's getting online. However, with you being allowed to have 2,000 friends on your friends list, it would be pretty annoying having 2,000 notifications pop up, whenever someone gets online. So I can see why they have it off by default. So now let's talk about the games, because that's why we buy next gen consoles, right? It's to play some goddamn games. Um, the games right now on the PS4 are lacking. We got two exclusives, which are Knack and Killzone Shadowfall. And of the two, the only one that's really worth any sort of mention is Killzone Shadowfall. It's actually really good, and campaign for Killzone Shadowfall is standard Killzone fare. It's not really anything different. However, it is implementing the touchpad on the controller pretty well, and I will talk about that coming up shortly. Um, it is implementing the touchpad quite well. The gameplay is really solid, uh, single player, but the multiplayer is where Killzone shines. Now, aside from Killzone and Knack, the other games that are on the launch lineup are multi-platform games such as Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed, NBA 2K14. So you'll see a lot of people playing these games, and you might see some people playing like Warframe, Blacklight Retribution, Resogun, which is an exclusive and it's amazing, and then you have Contrast as well. All these games are good in their own right, but if you're looking for that sole reason to get a PlayStation 4, right now the only one I can see is Killzone Shadowfall. But as we all know, Killzone Shadowfall, or shooters in general, don't appeal to everyone else. So Sony, within the next coming months, needs to put out something that will draw people's attention to the system. Okay, right now we have Infamous Second Son coming up in March. People are looking forward to, you know, what's that game? The Order 1886, and now we have Uncharted to look forward to. So we have these exclusives to look forward to in the coming months. But as of right now, Killzone Shadowfall is the game. Knack, although it does seem pretty good, like it seems relatively good, it seems also very linear. And linear platformers nowadays just aren't gonna cut it. You can make the game as difficult as you want, which seems to be the selling point of Knack for a lot of people. I don't know. Difficulty in a game isn't the selling point. It's how much of an experience you can get out of the game. And right now, Knack seems very linear, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. So the games are lacking. The games have been lacking on all of the next-gen consoles, but I'm pretty sure things will pick up within the next 6 months. So we'll see. Now let's talk about the controller. The controller for the PS4, the DualShock 4, is a very, very good controller. I will say that my biggest gripes with this controller are the thumbsticks. I hate the thumbsticks. they just feel very small in comparison to the DualShock 3. Um, I'm used to I'm used to having that security when playing my games, and they seem a little bit more stiff than the DualShock 3s. And a lot of people have different opinions than I do about the controller. I personally do not like the analog sticks. When I'm holding the controller, it feels a little bit bigger. It feels bigger. But if you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's that much bigger, but it is that much bigger. It's a pretty big controller in comparison to the DualShock 3. They added a little bit of a flip to R2 and L2, so it feels more like triggers now rather than just buttons on the back of the controller. Excuse me, I'm not really feeling too good today. They removed the start and select button to put an options and share button. Still has a guide button. The D-pad still is pretty good. And the face buttons are still pretty good. You know, X, triangle, square, circle. So overall, the controller is decent, but it's not the best. You don't really get that much battery life from this thing, though. Luckily, they give you, the USB cable so you can recharge it. It doesn't come with a battery pack. Thank God. Like I don't know why Microsoft is doing that, but it doesn't come with a battery pack. It just I think because the controller has so many functions that it just burns through battery life. So you'll probably get a few hours of gameplay out of this thing before you get the notification that your controller is about to die. It has a speaker in it as well. I remember I was playing Killzone Shadowfall campaign, and there was this one part in the game where I was getting like recon from command or whatever, and the voice of the shit didn't come out of my TV. It came out of my controller. So the guy's giving me the rundown of the mission, and all I hear is this loud ass voice coming from my lap, and I'm like, holy shit, why is my dick talking to me? But it came out of my controller, so it's really loud too. Like, try playing Resogun. That game is loud as hell. But the battery life, I just wish it was longer, and the thumbsticks I think are terrible, and I don't know. Everything else is pretty good. The controller is a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So overall, I'm just kind of like 50-50 on the controller. And let me see if there's anything else I'm missing in this. I don't really think there's anything else I'm missing. That's just about it. I guess I'm gonna just let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I hope you guys learned something about this. If there's anything I didn't cover, let me know, and I'll reply to you in the comment section below. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video, and enjoy the rest of this Killzone Shadowfall gameplay. Peace.
We have 1 minute remaining. Only 1 minute remaining. We lost Charlie. Alpha secure. We lost Charlie.
We've deployed the beacon.
30 seconds left. I repeat, 30 seconds left. Charlie, secure. Alpha lost. Objective accomplished. Position held.
Revive droid has been sent.
New objective. Defend targets identified. Disarm any enemy charges set.
Revive droid is out. Gotta reload.
Enemies armed, Alpha Charge.
Revive droid is on the way.
Alpha disarmed.
Beacons deployed.
The enemy's armed Bravo.
Revive droid has been submitted.
Enemies armed, Alpha Charge. Alpha disarmed.
Sending the revive droid.
We have 1 minute remaining. Only 1 minute remaining.
Spawn point's been deployed.
Seconds left. I repeat, 30 seconds left.
Sending revive droid.
Mission has been successful. 1 target lost. Remaining are still operational. Good work. Good work, men. The battle is won, but the war is not over.